Hello. Hello. I love you. I love you. I love you. Everybody loves you. As you were. Back to sleep. Kiss, kiss. Uh-oh. Got a new carrier. Thought I'd balance it out with a new litter tray in a lovely coral pink. And she's a kicker, quite a high kicker. She's very cabaret in her litter tray. There's quite a lot of drama goes on in there. And I bought her another litter tray when I threw everything out. I still haven't explained that to you, but I'll get to that at some point in the future. It is a massive story, but not today. Like every Friday, not today. So I've been to a Pets at Home today because she has to have her booster tomorrow, and I think I might have thrown out her pet carrier in the great big purge, in the surge purge. I can't find it, and she's got her booster tomorrow at 1:45. So I just popped to Pets at Home and got this as well because I threw out her litter tray. Bought her a new one. It's too small. She's got a big butt. And I cannot lie. So yeah, hopefully she'll like this. She's quite sensitive when it comes to her accoutrement. I bought this one because it's smaller than the one that we've been using for the last 6 years. So hopefully she won't be as stressed in it, but I doubt it. She absolutely hates it. Terrified of the vets. Has an accident every time she has to go in her carrier. So this was smaller and it holds up to a 5 kilogram pet, and she's 4 kilograms. But I'm not totally 1000% convinced that it's not going to just completely fall apart. So what I'm going to do is, it's from Pets at Home. They wouldn't sell it if you put a 4-pound cat in it, 4 kilogram cat in it, and it came apart. They'd get sued to the death. So, well, I certainly would. So what was I saying? I'm getting all hysterical at the thought of this falling apart. It's not going to fall apart. It's absolutely fine. But I'm going to put it in a pillowcase just in case, and I'm going to carry it from underneath, under the bottom, not from the handle. But I think this might suit her. She does like small nooks and crannies. So yeah, she hasn't seen it yet. I'm going to keep that quiet until tomorrow morning and wish me luck. But she can have this tonight. Right then, so the big makeover. This is not dressed. This is not finished. This is not set. This is not how it's going to be. But I finally got all the painting done, all the walls. The biggest bit was in that back corner behind me because I had to move 3 very tall, very narrow wardrobes that are very rickety. And one did go through in the bottom. So I had to sort of like push it and drag it. And it's one of the reasons why I suppose I freaked out. But very, very quietly. You wouldn't know I was freaking out, but I freaked out and threw everything out. It's because everything was just holding itself together by a thread, me included. So I chucked everything out. Well, I say everything. As you can see, there's plenty left. Too much, especially over in that corner. However, we're going to get through that. What I thought I would do is finish showing you what's in the chest, the bottom half, but I changed my mind. I'm going to show you what's inside the minkies because there's tiny knickknacks in there, and I got tired of looking at them. So I'm going to go through them, talk to you about those, show you all those, and then I'm going to get rid of them. And also, I can't find the curtains. I don't really care because I'm just completely detached from everything that I was so attached to before. But it'd be quite nice to find them because they were handmade white velvet curtains that fit perfectly. They fit perfectly because I made them. And it was no mean feat. They were extremely heavy, and I bought all the fabric. I think I bought 15 meters of white velvet fabric, and I thought I was going to die carrying it home. I couldn't believe how heavy it got. And then I had to cut them into 4 pieces, and I had to do it over the banister. And and it was nearly the finish of me. But I managed to make them, put the tops on, ruche them. However, this old house is made of paper. It's made of lime plaster, which is basically paper. And you can't put anything on the walls that's sort of heavier than a very thin, flimsy frame. So after multiple attempts at trying to put curtain rails up in here, involving 2 sets of neighbours and about 4 power tools, I had to nail the curtains up. And just kind of drag them back with a swag. So that's how I rolled. However, if they don't turn up, if I've actually dumped them, which would be a bit of a shame because they're white velvet and they fit. Oh yeah, well, don't care. But what we do have is a beautiful small array of what survived the purge. I'll start at this side. Look at my lovely walls. Beautiful. I'll show you behind me, but it's ladders and dehumidifiers and gloves and a lot of old stuff. So here we have pink cockatiel lamp. Survived the purge. I like it. I mean, I could live without it. He survived. You saw those last week. This is the jewellery chest. Do you remember where I got that from? Another day. Hopefully you'll get excited about that. Might get rid of that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything in it. Not much. Oh yeah, I love him. Got that from a charity shop, and it's a solid jade antique Chinese horse. No, it isn't. It's plastic. But I just loved him. And he actually, I think, probably started off the whole turquoise phase. I think I might call it a age, the turquoise. The turquoise age. Oh, God. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. This vase is obviously broken, both ends. But when I lived in Madrid, before I came back to England because of Brexit, I wasn't very happy about it. I wasn't very happy about being in Madrid, and it was freezing cold, and I had a freezing flat, and I was quite disgruntled, furious, you could say, about my fellow country people forcing me back to England. But anyway, I was walking past a skip going home from work. I was working at some business in Madrid, and I was living in a very swanky sort of a Kensington Fulham-ish equivalent in London, in Madrid, but my flat was just like, it was one of those very old Madrid buildings, which was freezing cold, had an elevator that didn't quite go all the way to your floor. You had to kind of crawl out, or, you know, it was probably quite grand in the past, but the landlord was a complete charlatan and just painted it white and then charged a fortune. I mean, I was paying a fortune for it, and it was absolutely terrible. Anyway, that was that. So I came back, and but I was walking home one day, and I looked in a skip, and I saw this old broken cheap plant pot vase. I just stuck my arm in the skip in a rage. I'm having that. Brought it back to the flat, sprayed it gold. Actually, I think I've sprayed it yellow first, and then sprayed it gold. But I don't know, it's made the cut. It's survived. I think it's because I hoovered all the flowers, which are from Hong Kong, but I threw a huge sack of faux paper and silk flowers out. I had it was like a suitcase size, and they were probably worth a fortune, but they'd been in there since I came back from Hong Kong, which was 7 years ago, and everything went to the recycling centre. Sorry. I know, it's probably killing some of you, but hello. Now, some people call them cranes. Some people call them herons. I thought they were storks. I don't know. But I love them. They're outdoor planters. You put your plant in there. But obviously I had loads of beads and necklaces, and I'd just shove in there. I'd, come home, shove them in there. And also there were loads of bangles up the neck. The bangles have been removed. But I love the birds. I don't know where to put them. They've been in practically every room in the house. And I haven't given them names, but if you want to name them, please drop a comment. And this wee fella, bought him on a very hot day when I had George Michael, the Mazda, and he was originally a sort of a grey colour, but I just thought he was hilarious because it's basically a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, isn't it? It's a Staffy Lion. I think what they had was a Staffordshire Bull Terrier mould, and obviously not everyone wanted a Staffy garden ornament, so they've just added a mane because lions don't have a snout like a Staffy. Look at the snout on him. Boop, boop. But I love him. And he's been in the house about 5 years. He's not the only lion, obviously. I'm the biggest monkey lion in this building, but there are monkeys and lions everywhere. You see, you just bring your people together. The old first purchases for the house, the TK Maxx in the taxi with the Indian style furniture, these two. And I'm very proud of myself because thus far the horns in their ears and everything are intact. A little bit of wear. Oh God, is that what? No, we're all good. It's all in one piece. Obviously I've added the charity shop purchase. I've got 2 sets of these lampshades, both in that sort of vintage pink, rosy pink. And they'd be amazing on a massive chandelier, but my chandeliers don't need anything extra. I've got this dragon plant, but I'm keeping it out of Begonia's reach because they're not cat safe. I might put it somewhere that she doesn't go, or I might get rid of it. I don't know. The gang. But these I absolutely adore, and they were a huge part of my 3 months in Bangkok, which was about 5 years ago. I just took it upon myself just to, I've told you before, I do like to fuck off. And I fucked off to Bangkok. And it was incredible. I had, in my mind, unfinished business. So I just thought, off you go, gal. So off I went. This was before I found Begonia. And this is by an artist, a Bangkok artist, ceramicist called May. Is it May and Clay? May and Clay, I think. Hang on. Yes, May and Clay. And I bought them from the most amazing, modern, stylish sort of department it was more than a department store. It was individual shops, but it was like a state-of-the-art, high-end designer mall. That's what it was like. Oh my God, I used to love going there because I love my oldie-worldy, sort of crumbling mansions and history, but I also love modern architecture and modern style, and this place was incredible. And in one of the design stores was a May and Clay collection, and I used to go every time I went into town because it was near to the huge sort of mock designer outlet. What's it called? MBC or something like that. It's sort of 10-story building of knockoff, basically, amazing. And a really lovely art gallery. Maybe I'll put the name up if I can. No, I won't. Google it. Anyway, this designer, she had a huge collection in that store, and every week I'd go by and I'd sort of gaze at it and stand in front of it and decide what I was going to buy to take home. And I selected these 3 pieces, but this one was from a separate shop that's not by her, so it's someone sort of copying her design. But they were so of that moment in Thai and East Asian design and art. I just love the whole character of them. Aren't they beautiful? So that's them. And oh yeah, have you seen him before? This lovely little mid-century shorebird with the reeds. 60s or 70s, I think. God. Every corner, even though I've thrown so much away, I've thrown it away, I've recycled it or given it away. I did actually have to put loads of stuff in the bin because it was just the towels. the 12 bags of towels and duvet covers. Oh, madness. So I've got all that to sort out, and I've actually got a collection of vintage perfumes that I'm going to do a big vlog on, which I think you might enjoy. Right, I've thrown out, well, I haven't thrown them out, they're out in the yard, but I've bagged up and kicked out of the house. It's all in the yard and in that big pyramid, that big pile of stuff. I mean, it's all my stuff, but also all her beds, because she just, I think at the same time as me, she just went off everything. She's gone off her cocktail martini glass. She scratches it occasionally, but she's got no interest in scratching that. She doesn't sit on it. She's gone off a flamingo, but I am still just very slightly attached to these 2. They're separate, they're not together. But I can't quite shift those 2. And honestly, if I put her in it, I've cleaned it, it's all lovely and it's all fluffy, and she likes the smell of the fabric and of the washing powder. If I put her in it, she's off. She's had enough. And I'm going to give the other beds, I'm going to wash them and give them to a cat rescue centre. But I can't quite can you convince me just to kind of give these to the cat rescue centre as well, please? She doesn't want them. It's purely like me holding on to her baby booties. But look at the size of it. Anyway, I've got to work through that. Minkies. Right, these were a TK Maxx purchase, and what I did was take down a load of tiny knickknacks that I had on. You see those there? I had them on the wall on tiny knickknack shelf, and I think I have absorbed all the joy I need out of them. And I think what I'll do is go through them now and show you everything, and then put it in a box of knickknacks and stick it on eBay and say, there you go. Anybody want some knickknacks? So that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Yeah, right. This is the best illustration of what it's like inside my head. You know, on one of those forms where you have to just say, sort of describe, well, I almost said on job applications, not that I've applied for a job in decades, but you know, on sort of what are they? Oh, not job applications, but when you have to sort of fill in a little bit about yourself for that sort of group chat, or you have to say something about yourself. I think what I might do is just show them this in the future. When you all have to go around and say, oh, my name's Betty and I'm this. Well, basically, there you go. Dive in if you like, if you're brave enough. Anyway, I'm going to stop yakking. This is Octavia, and she has some secrets. Not only is she the most adorable little octopus with the best side eye in the business, she's also got quite a tight grip on some geezer who's come a cropper. Sorry, my nails are so filthy. That's not actually dirt, it's stain. So, sorry about that. Obviously, I didn't run and get my manicure before the vlog. Sorry about that. No, it's actually varnish stain, not nail varnish, floor varnish. So there he is. Can you see him? There's a scuba diver trapped inside her, and she's also a little trinket pot. She's called Octavia, Shall We Dance? And the brand is Kevin Francis Face Pots, 2002 in England. And you can buy them on eBay. They're vintage, obviously, but you can buy them, with the box and the certificate of authenticity. I think they're about £30 or £40 the last time I looked. I bought her from the flea market, and I don't know what I paid. I think it was something like £4 or £5. But I absolutely love octopuses, octopi. I love all sea creatures. I love all creatures. Humans selectively, but especially sea creatures. So isn't she fabulous? That's Octavia. Love her. I'm just going to dive in. I don't know what's coming out. Let's look at Lucky Tip. Oh yeah, vintage. Do you think that's Indian? Sorry, I'm not very up on my gods. Who is the green face god? But anyway, it's a brooch. That's not going to work, but I don't know if someone's stuck that on and tried to make it into a brooch, or if it was originally. But yeah, it's vintage. I think it's like a plaster. That's beautiful. Oh, love this. I really love this. Actually, this is not going up for sale. I say up for sale. As you know, I keep saying I'm not a reseller. I'm definitely not a reseller. I was doing it during the pandemic and lockdown just to kind of keep the hoard down, trying to keep a sort of a handle on that. However, no, I did not keep the hoard down at all, and got swamped. Part of the reason for the big freak out, the big purge. But I'm definitely keeping this because I love these vintage cold brass elephants. They do lots of different kinds of animals, but the elephants are particularly nice. Isn't that gorgeous? Is it too dark for you? Should I get another light? Are we okay? So I've got that one. There is another one in there, I think. Is it? Oh yeah, it's not cold brass. I think I've got donkeys or llamas. It's similar. I think. No, I was going to say I think they just cast them in sand, but I don't think they do with these. These are wire work. Kitty little brass elephant miniatures. Everything here, everything in the monkey heads came off the shelves in their tiny knickknacks, so it's all sort of tiny miniatures. And a little kitty cat with her kittens. How many? Two kittens. The faces, I don't know if it's focusing, but I love her. Do you know what? I'm not going to sell any of these, am I? Oh, no, we can't go. We can't go back. So that's her. I think it's a Roman cat god, is it? Is it a story of a Roman cat? Or a Greek cat? There's some mythology surrounding it, I know. It does have that kind of Greek tourist look where they put that faux turquoise sort of faux verdigris on them. I think they are worth a few quid. I mean, not fortune, you know, but she's got lovely eyes. She's got a fantastic face. Anyway. Kitty. I don't know what's coming out. Oh, yeah. This, I think, is actually gold-plated. But I found it in a charity shop. I can't remember how much I paid. Probably a couple of quid. But I thought it was an armadillo. But it's not. It's dinosaur, apparently. And I do remember going around, everyone in the shop saying, what do you think that is? And everyone was torn. They were split. The room was divided on whether it was a dinosaur or an armadillo. But I've seen various different values for it. It's hard. Sometimes I find it online and sometimes I can't. Pretty sure it is gold-plated, but I didn't realise it was at the time. Maybe it's solid gold. No, of course it's not. What does that say? I don't know if it says something on the bottom. Does that say something? On the foot? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But it's super cute. It's got a very cute little face. Hello. It looks like a sort of a goblin. A goblinsaurus. Yeah. I don't know what's coming out. Oh, you know. Little bird, trinket box. I think it's vintage from 80s or 90s. But very cute. I went through a phase of buying sort of little kitsch, sort of 80s kitsch, Victorian inspired, you know, knickknacks. Obviously not Victorian, but that sort of thing. And I came out of that phase very quickly. But I stayed attached to their wee bird. There's something about their face, I don't know. Oh yeah, sandstone critters. I used this as my avatar for quite a while. They are really, really cute. But what came out of the big purge when I just went through the house like a devil and bin bagged everything up was that I was confused about why I was attached to things. I mean, I'm going to do a big sort of chat with you and hopefully you'll all join in and tell me how you sort of, you know, feel about your knickknacks. Because I think everyone here is here for the knickknacks because we all love them and like shopping and things like that. But I realised that I was drowning in them and that I was actually attached to things that reminded me of not just good times, but sad times and bad times. I mean, I was not really differentiating between the two. I was just keeping everything. And look, I don't regret a single knick-knack. I loved all of it. But as the day dawned on me where something went wrong and I just thought, I'm surrounded by all of this and this is why something's gone wrong, I had to get a grip. I don't know if it's getting a grip really. I don't think I lost my grip. I think I do it all the time. I just change my mind on a whim. One day I'm this, next day I'm that. Why not? Yeah, so anyway, I loved these little creatures, but I bought them from an extremely racist, obnoxious, elderly lady somewhere. She was a stall holder, professional. It wasn't a charity shop. And every time I look at them, as much as I love them, as gorgeous as they are, I think of her. So yeah. What's this? Oh, this has got good things attached to it. The little Egyptian hippo. It's a replica of the famous one. Oh, God, I can't remember it. What do they call it? This is the British Museum shop. So I collected for a while. Art museum, souvenir shop, so little replicas. You remember the owl I showed you last week? The white tile. What's this called? Is it Frienza? Frienza? Something like that. Anyway, it's a replica of the little Egyptian tomb hippopotamus in turquoise. Beautiful. Cute! There's the gang so far. You see, look how adorable they are. They look so cute together. Is that everything? No, one last thing. Oh, a little Mexican Tanola kitty cat. I think this is quite chipped. Is it chipped? Oh, no. No, perfect. I think I've probably got a couple more that are a bit damaged. But look at the grumpy face on that. I do love a miserable knick-knack. I went through a phase of collecting grumpy knick-knacks too. Do you remember the miserable old toad? I don't know where he is. He might not have survived. When I say survived, don't worry. I didn't break anything. I just gave it away. I either gave it to the charity shop, took it to the recycling centre, or I put it out on my front door stoop and I chalked on my window. I said free with an arrow down, and people came. People were thrilled. They took stuff, and we were both very happy about it. Me and them. So that's everyone out of that one's head. Okay. Again, a replica, classic replica of a Chinese work of art, sort of like a national treasure. I don't mean Elton John. I mean a national piece of art treasure. And it's the monkey pyramid, carved sandstone. These I've seen go for varying amounts. I don't know if it's depending on where they're from or just who's selling it, random numbers. It does look like this has been repaired. It looks like it's got a little break at the top. But obviously there's my people. So many monkeys. So monkeys everywhere. I didn't realise how many monkeys were actually in this house until I had to clear them all away. Anyway, cute. I don't know if there's anything on the bottom. No. I'm not even sure if this is actually full sandstone, because I think what they used to do, one of the guys at the flea market told me, is that when they were either carving the high quality sandstone or the marble or the jade in the factories, making their high quality jade pieces, they would sort of collect the dust and set it into a sort of resin and carve that as lower grade jade-ish pieces, sort of not plastic, but like what's it called? What's it called when something's... I keep thinking of conglomerate, but that's not right. You know what I mean? Composite. I knew the word would come around the room and land in my head at some point. Yeah, so like a composite jade in resin. And that's possibly what that is. I don't know though. These I think actually might be sandstone. They feel a little bit different, but these are lions. The charm in this geezer. Look at him. Well, hello. See, this is what happens. It shouldn't be left alone. Got two of them. Lions and monkeys. Monkeys and lions. Monkey lion. Cheeky chops. Fabulous. Let's have a closer look. What do you think? Do you think that's faux jade? Yeah, I think it is. It's still vintage. They're still really cute and really cool. I thought when I was buying these things, I mean, I didn't really think about it. I just wanted them. I just loved them. I just thought they were really lovely pieces in their own right. But I thought I could sort of make little, like a sort of vignette, little 3D work of art with the pieces. I thought I could do something. See if we can do one now. See how weird it gets. I mean, that in itself could be, the entrance to a Beijing palace. Stop. No. Let me see if I can guess what this is. Oh, I know what it is. It's a miserable frog. No, I do want to do it. I love him. I think it's a sort of definitely vintage. It's got beaded eyes, blue beaded eyes, but I think it's supposed to be a Zuni fetish. But it's not one of the really important pieces. It's got something on the bottom. What does that say? 145? I don't know. I think it's relatively mass produced. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. But look at his feet. Look at his face. I thought you were supposed to put some sort of money underneath him or near him to bring wealth into your life. And I've had him sat on £2 coins for about 4 years, and that's a myth. That doesn't work. Maybe I should put him on a fiver. I don't know. But he's adorable. Oh, look how miserable they are together. Oh, dear me. Oh. You know when you say, cheer up, it might never happen? I think it's happened. Well, I know it's happened. It's definitely happened. There you go. Is there anything else? Oh no, that's it. That's it. Oh, well, on that cheery note, thanks for watching. The miserable thing has happened. No, there they are. So yeah, oh God, I thought I was going to be able to get rid of these. I thought once I'd gone through everything, I was going to be released from my attachments, but it looks like I've just rekindled it all. Oh no. Oh. Look, they're only tiny, aren't they? I'm talking to myself, obviously. They're only small. I wonder if they'll fit in a drawer. They would fit in a drawer if every drawer was empty, but it's not, because every drawer is stuffed still, even after the big clear out. Anyways, there's the tiny mini gang. Hiyo. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I think that hopefully that was nice and peaceful for you. Don't think I dropped too many bombshells. Kept the drama out. Yeah, that's it. So, I know what I know what was niggling in the back of my mind. It's the bloomin' vets tomorrow. That's what it is. I thought I'd forgotten to tell you something, but I told you at the beginning. Yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just her vaccination booster, her annual booster. So, we'll be in and out, hopefully. Well, I said that the last time we were in there for about an hour. But she's absolutely going to freak out. But I've got her some chicken for when we get home, so that might pacify her. Hopefully she'll forget about the trauma. No, she won't. She won't. We'll both store the trauma for the rest of our days. Anyway, new carrier. No smells of fear and past trauma. I'm not going to put a blanket in there because she poops herself with terror and she pees herself, and it just gets really messy and it makes it more traumatic. So she's going to have to just sit on the plastic. Whoop, 10 minutes up the road, in your back, whoop, home, sorted, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Done. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for staying with me, honestly. I know that there was a very long lull of not much happening, but I was frantic in the house, clearing, painting, doing stuff, massive stuff. And this room, I'll tell you at some point, is going, it's going to be my new music studio. It's going to be where I do my vocal coaching and singing lessons from. So I think it's coming together nicely. It's a little bit echoey. I have got some padding on the walls, but if you could tell me whether it's a little bit too sort of empty sounding, I'd be really grateful. I'll do some tests and what have you, but if I sound like I'm in an echo chamber, please let me know. The curtains might help, if I can find them. Don't know. Anyway, rambling. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a fabulous week. If you're going out shopping, I hope you find some fantastic treasure. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.